Hello everyone, thank you very much for clicking and for watching the video. So as you've just seen, today I went to the Birmingham Gaming Market. Before I show you what it is I picked up to round off the video, very quickly, my opinion on it for what it's worth, significantly better than previous years. They've moved venue, which made the whole thing a completely different. It was a game changer. It was at the Custard Factory in previous years. It was way too small. There's no way the fire marshal ever went to that in previous years. No way. There was no toilets, no food. It was absolutely crammed in. Couldn't get a drink anywhere. The smell was a real issue. I wasn't able to really suggest that people go to it in previous years because it wasn't that nice a time really. Completely different now. They've moved the venue. It's a little further out of the way, but well worth it. Yeah, massive open room, loads of space to walk around. A couple people could swing cats in there. You wouldn't even know they were doing it. Absolutely fantastic. Completely changed it. Nice airy room. The smell situation's gone. Yeah, the people selling had so much more space to display their stuff, so they weren't all backed up, so you had to lean over to get things. The whole thing was a much nicer experience. So I can suggest now, if you get the opportunity in the future to visit the Birmingham Gaming Market, definitely do. Absolutely. You wouldn't even know that it's being ran by the same people, to be honest with you. It was that far a change. So well done to the people putting it on. Absolutely sorted that out. Fantastic. Look forward to going again now. So absolutely brilliant. I'm going to show you the things I picked up. Didn't pick up too many. So I will very quickly say, gaming markets, a couple people mentioned them. If you're used to using CEX, if you're used to using vouchers, like obviously I am with the free gaming, get the free game collection, gaming conventions can be a little bit of a shock because the prices are usually significantly higher. Not so much the case from what I found out this year, but I'll run through. But they are obviously, if you're used to paying things for free and voucher, it could be a bit of a shock. So before you go, just be aware of that. I went with a good idea of the sort of stuff that I wanted to pick up, and the stuff that I want to try find and add into the collection through a gaming market. So I'll go through those now. First thing, very quickly, I went with a few friends. Lovely time I had. He somehow managed to get his hands on a free Xbox 360 wire, which is absolutely, you can never have too many of these things, can you? Because I mean, who wants to pay for batteries in this day and age? So absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much, mate. God knows how we did it. I went with him at the time. He just chucks at me and goes, mate, gave me this for free. So thank you very much. That's brilliant. I only picked up 2 games, but before I show you that, I want to show you this. So how wicked's that? So there's obviously loads of people there that sell things other than games, those sort of like you know, like those Etsy stores, the things that they make and create, which is all game related. There was someone that apparently was very good with a 3D printer, and they had some fantastic things. This cost me a fiver. I think you get like 5 for 20 quid, but I just really wanted this one. It stood up. Absolutely brilliant, isn't it? Resident Evil side, fantastic, £5, really good quality. Just so you know, I would really like this shelf behind me. Obviously, I've got Fallout. I would love to have a Resident Evil one, with all the Resident Evil games, with a couple of the things like him. But it's actually I'm finding it quite hard to find like little Resident Evil bits to display. So I've been keeping an eye out for them, because hopefully next year I would love to have a Resident Evil shelf next to Fallout. So that's the reason I picked that one. But fantastic, isn't it? That's really brilliant. Great little store that was. £5, absolutely brilliant. I just need to find more Resident Evil stuff. So like I say, 2 things. That's all I've picked up. I know some people do these things and they come back with bags and bags and bags and bags of things, but obviously, like I say, usually the price is a little higher, so you have to be a bit more careful, and it's always best to go in there with a game plan. I had a very rough game plan that I pretty much went out there and executed the best I could. So the first thing that I picked up was Project Zero. So just very quickly as well, before I talk about this, what I did was I went in and I treated it like a car boot. I just zipped around as fast as I could, quick glance at all the PS2 stuff, because there was a couple of PS2 things I wanted, little look at the 3DS, didn't really find anything for the 3DS, PS1, you know, just look at those things I was looking for. Then I came back to the start again and went around a little bit slower. Project Zero is one of the games that I really wanted to pick up. So I got asked, I did a Q&A video a little while ago. I can't remember the exact question, but it was basic. Somebody asked, is there any games that you regret not picking up? And I mentioned in 2023, I went out and bought loads of PS2 horror. And then literally the next month, that whole PS2 horror price jack up happened. And this went from being like £22 right up. So I paid £40 for this, which ain't bad, because I think in CEX this is like, I think it's pushing 60 nearly, is it? It's getting right up there. It's an absolutely lovely copy, fantastic copy. I have seen a few in my local CX, and I was asked to look at it, and they're always a bit meh. So I saw that sitting there, and I thought, do you know what? For 40 quid, I'm gonna pick it up, because I do keep wishing that I picked up the Project Zero series the same time I picked up the Siren series. I don't regret picking Siren at all, but I do really wish I'd picked this up. So this was, I went out there and thought, do you know what, if I find a good deal on any of the Project Zero games, I'm going to pick them up. There was some others as well. I saw quite a few Project Zero games. This one was 40 quid, right? All the others were at CEX price, which actually isn't too bad, because like I say, most time gaming conventions, you can take the CEX price and whack, say, another 20% on top. All across the board, the game prices this time seemed much better. So that was fantastic. Most of the stuff I looked at was pretty much at CX price. Yeah, I mean, you could argue, why do they need to charge CX prices, because they got the overheads and all that, but let's not get into that rubbish. It was a lot better. It was a lot better. And the guy that sold me this, I had a good chat to him as well. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, it really, Project Zero, fantastic. Now, I might need to get Project Zero 2 and 3. Well, I am going to at some point in time. It's just how viciously do I go for it, because the PS2, I think they may slip down a little bit in price, but like I say, 40 quid, that's already slipped down in price as to what I was going to get it for in CX. So absolutely fantastic, absolutely brilliant. And there was only one other game I picked up, because like I say, I was focused at these things. I don't go in there just splashing cash, because obviously we got all the voucher from the free game collection that we want to spend. The other one was Obscure on the PS2. I keep looking at this one on the CEX app. It's the only thing it's been on the CEX app, sorry, for the longest time for me. He had £60 on it. By the way, this is the only copy of Obscure I could find in the whole convention, and I was early bird as well. Doors opened at 11, 1 minute past I was in there, did the zip round. This is the only one I could find in there. If anyone else went to the gaming convention and picked one up, let me know. But 60 quid, I asked him if he'd do any cheaper. He said 50. Now this in CX, I think it's a 70 or 75 pound game. So I thought, well, do you know what? That's an absolute deal. This guy had a lot of good games that I went up to. He had some good prices on them as well. Again, really fair prices. And he was negotiating with people, which was nice to see. So yeah, another lovely guy, but comes with the manual and the disc. Absolutely fantastic. For 50 quid. That's absolutely brilliant, because obviously I picked up Obscure 2. I think you can just see that sitting behind me. I've wanted this one ever since. I do have Obscure on the Xbox, but again, I did deep down, I really did want it on the PlayStation 2, and it's another one of those games that I didn't pick up at the time when it was like, I remember looking at it for it being like 15 quid, and I thought, oh, I'm not sure. I've played it, by the way, on the OG Xbox, and I really enjoyed the game, which made this even more, you know, right up there on the top of the list. So yeah, so I picked up Obscure. I'm really chuffed about it as well. I'm really chuffed, because it's another one. I just can't find a good one in CX. I just can't find a good one. So that's spot on. So yeah, 40, 50 quid on two games. That's £90. But I think 90 quid for those two, when you compare to what CX are charging, how difficult I found them to get, how hard it's been for me to find them in good condition, sorry, I think that's spot on. Absolutely spot on. I'm really chuffed with them. And sometimes I come back with from some of these things, and I've accidentally spent like 30, 40 quid on some random foddery games. I controlled myself this time. There was lots of stuff in there that I wanted to pick up, but I remained very focused, and I've picked these up. And yeah, and more importantly, I had a really nice time. Really fun day. So yeah, so that was my Birmingham Gaming Market experience for 2025. In the comments if you went. Oh, and thank you very much to everyone that came and spoke to me as well. Absolutely brilliant. Lovely to speak to you all. Absolutely fantastic. The people that were there were absolutely delightful. Absolutely brilliant. Thank you very much for everyone that came and spoke to me. Absolutely brilliant. But if you went, please put in the comments what you thought about the new venue. Did you pick up anything? Let me know what the day looked like to you. But yeah, thoroughly enjoyed it, and I'm genuinely looking forward to going back next year. Hopefully it won't be looking for Project Zero 2 and 3. Hopefully I'd have found them by then. So thank you very much for watching. Take care of yourselves.